Keyshawn Johnson talked about Baker Mayfield's contract situation and getting back in there and playing and what it means. Here's Keyshawn Johnson from ESPN's KJM.
There's no question that he also sees the opportunity for Case Keenum to put some doubt into Andrew Berry's mind, who's the general manager of the Cleveland Browns, as to say, well, here's an opportunity for us to negotiate on a long-term solution with Baker Mayfield's contract. That number, as Case Keenum plays and wins games, as Baker Mayfield continues to get healthy, that is a negotiation ploy that they can use against him by saying, hey, buddy, this guy won 8 games in this particular system. He went, 7-1, 6-2. And that's the conversation where now Baker Mayfield's number starts to dip a little. It's not that we don't want him, but we don't want him at that price. We want him at the price that fits what we want to do, because as you've seen, we can win with anybody.
Yeah, D-Man, I'm not buying that even a little bit. I don't think Case Keenum, how he plays versus, filling in for an injured Baker Mayfield, I don't think I just don't get the sense that that's the type of negotiation that Andrew Berry will ever take part in.
Hey, Dave, I buy the overarching theme of what Keyshawn was saying, but I wouldn't use Case Keenum as the way to get there. In other words, I think there's a question ongoing in Lou Groza Boulevard and at First Energy Stadium about Baker Mayfield and his value. Otherwise, the Browns would have extended him a ginormous offer, and he presumably would have accepted it. So the fact that that hasn't been done yet means there's still question from the front office about his value. And further to that, how much of Kevin Stefanski's system is responsible for a quarterback's production, and how much of a quarterback's production is responsible for Kevin Stefanski's system having success? I think they still haven't really figured that out. Who makes who better, as it were? Dare we say system quarterback, because I know that's an overused term, and the great Greg Cosell doesn't like it because he says everybody's a system quarterback. But before the Browns pay the big money, they want to know that Baker Mayfield is a transcendent talent. But I wouldn't use Case Keenum performing well or somehow having a good stretch of games as the reason why the Browns would tamp down Mayfield's value.
No, and to that point, I don't think they can get a real good read because they're taking into account he's not 100%. Even though it's a non-throwing shoulder, they can't get a read on just what his ceiling is yet, which it's another year. You're another year into it, and because of extenuating circumstances, you don't really know what the ceiling is for Baker Mayfield yet.
That's a great point, Dave. I mean, it gets really tricky now because no matter what happens the rest of the way, Mayfield's shoulder injury is a huge factor in this entire season. And so you go into the offseason with more uncertainty even, and the Browns still haven't seen, I don't think, what they want to see out of Mayfield because he hasn't been healthy enough to deliver it.
Yeah, and again, you don't know what his ceiling is. I truly believe that. I don't think now, because of the shoulder, that you can get a read on that.